on, guys? Welcome back to Balls Deep Fishing. Hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm out here in the garage today trying to get everything packed up, organized, making a checklist of what I need from the tackle shop before I head up to my big trip this weekend on Lake Hartwell. Yes, it is finally here. I am absolutely looking forward to it. And the way the weather has been looking lately up there, the bite should be on and it should be fire. I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm going up with my father-in-law, my two uncles, and my papa. We usually take 2 trips a year. We usually go to West Point in the spring and then West Point in the fall, but the past couple years we've kind of switched it up a little bit. We only went to West Point once and went somewhere else different, but lately we've been going to Hartwell, and then Hartwell in the spring, Hartwell in the fall. And so this year, like I said, we're going to Hartwell. So I'm trying to get everything ready, trying to get it all packed and organized, trying to see what I need from the tackle shop. But the bite should be on. The way the weather's been, it's been cool in the mornings, warming up throughout the day. All the fish should be pushing up shallow, and it should be a really good time. Friday, I'm going up early, taking the yak out, getting out on the lake, trying to see, trying to figure it all out before everyone else gets up there. And then Saturday, we're actually doing a guided trip on Lake Russell, actually. So we're definitely going for any and all bass, mainly striper hybrid. That's kind of what we're focused on. That's what my papa loves to fish for, so that's what we're going to fish for. I'm not a big striper fisherman. I do like to striper fish, but I don't really do it a lot, so that'd be a cool experience for me as well. But that's kind of Friday, fishing on Hartwell. Saturday morning, going on the guided trip on Russell, then coming back to Hartwell, fishing a little bit more, going out to a nice dinner, and then maybe go out Sunday morning before we leave. Not really sure yet, but that's kind of the way it's going. And me and Hartwell, it's kind of feast or famine for me. We don't always get along, me and Lake Hartwell. I've had good days up there. I've had bad days up there. A lot of more bad days than they have been good days. So I know it fishes a lot like Lanier, which is what I really fish a lot. So that's my game plan as I'm going into. I'm taking all the same baits up to Hartwell that I would fish on Lanier. So today I kind of want to go through kind of what I'm taking, what I'm going to be fishing, and just kind of give you an eye-opener of what I've been catching fish on, and just kind of lay it all out for you. So, all right, guys, so let's get right into it. Kind of my rod setup for my Hartwell trip, and then also what I've been catching a lot of fish on lately and how I've got them set up right now. Still a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of different things I'm going to put on it, but these are kind of my confidence baits. Yes, someone may feel like, a jig is better for fall fishing, or a crawl, or this certain type of crankbait. This is what I feel comfortable doing. I have the most confidence in, and it's been catching fish lately. So that's kind of what I'm going to go through. I'm kind of going to go through from morning to lunch to, afternoon bites, so on and so forth. But definitely in the morning, you're going to want to start out with some type of topwater. Everyone knows, no matter spring, summer, fall, winter, whatever it might be, right when that sun comes up, you want to be throwing a topwater bite. That topwater bite is definitely fired on. Not only in the morning time, but it's carrying. I've been noticing it's carrying it on out throughout the day. Seem to be chasing a lot more bait right now. Still not fully, fired up, but within the next week or two, they should be, chasing it all day long. But I will have a spook tied on in the morning time. That's mainly what I'm going to be focused on. Spooks, crankbaits, lipless crankbaits, possibly a spinnerbait, a frog if, depending on where you're fishing at, definitely a frog. But just some type of topwater bait that you feel comfortable in, that's going to be working in the morning time, and that's also going to carry on out through the day. Right now, I just have a lipless crankbait tied on because I went out in the afternoon the other day and it seems to be hitting definitely a shad color. Or a blueback color. This is just chrome with a blue back. I've also noticed sexy shad is working. Chrome and blue, chrome and black, silver and black. All those are working. So that's kind of what they're focusing on now. And obviously it depends on what lake you're fishing, what type of bait they're chasing at that point in time. But for Lanier and Hartwell, this is what's killing it right now, to say the least. But this is just paired up on a 7-foot medium heavy casting rod, nothing too special. This is definitely, I'm going to be tied on that spook and then carrying it on out through the day to try to get that topwater bite to carry on throughout the day. Hopefully it works. Who never knows. Moving on to, kind of mid-morning range. If the sun starts coming up or it's starting to heat up, depending on what day it is, really. I'm going to be obviously tying on a spinnerbait. I have a spinnerbait tied on now with just a little paddle tail tied on, or as my trailer. This is a shad color spinnerbait. See the kind of the pattern I'm going for is that shad, that white, blue, chrome, that whole color. That seems what's hitting on linear, so that's what I'm going to carry up the linear. This is just on a medium heavy 7-foot spinning rod. It was on my other rod, but that's the rod that I snapped it. So I'm trying to get that fixed before I go to Hartwell, but who knows what happens. We'll see. But I feel like this is going to dominate as well. Last time I was up at Hartwell, it was probably about a month ago. They were already hitting crankbaits, spinnerbaits, and that was in the middle of the day. So really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be an outstanding bait for Hartwell. But also you got to think too, guys, I'm a huge finesse fisherman. Right now I have 5 rods. 3 of the rods all have finesse on it. That's just the way I like to fish. So basically all the rest of the rods are going to have finesse fishing. But one thing that has been absolutely crushing them on linear is a pegged Texas rig with a 6-inch trick worm on the hook. So this has absolutely been killing it around brush, docks, rock, name it, they're hitting it on it. This is paired up with a green pumpkin purple. That's my color. That's what I like. That's what I have the most confidence in, and that's what I've had the best bite on lately. And so that is definitely a peg. The reason why I peg it is I don't like that bait to be moving up and down the whole time. I keep it within 6 inches of my weight itself. It still has a little bit of movement to move up and down, but still I like to keep it as pegged as possible. But around brush, guys, this is absolutely crushing it. This is paired up on a 7-foot medium fast from 13 Fishing. This is by far my favorite rod of all time. Has a lot of good action into it. I can feel just about anything with it, and I've thrown some bigger baits on this as well. Also, going back to morning time, mid-morning, basically throughout the day, you can throw a jackhammer, the good old Z-Man jackhammer, chatterbait. That thing is absolutely crushing it. No matter what time of year, no matter where you're fishing, that's going to catch fish. That's one thing that is on my to get list from the tackle shop. I got to get 2 more. I've lost them. So, yep, it happens, but you know what? They catch fish. And I probably will not take this Texas rig off throughout the whole day just because I've had such good luck with it lately. I'll probably keep this one tied on all the day, but if so, then I'll switch it to a shaky head or so on and so forth. But moving on, another good thing, as y'all know, if y'all have been following me lately, is the drop shot. I feel like I have mastered the drop shot the past year or two on linear. I have just had outstanding luck with it. I've caught a lot of good fish on it, and I will always have a drop shot tied on with me at all times. The drop shot bite on linear for me has died down a little bit, but mainly, you know, it's just I keep my drop shot, and I will have a video on my channel how to tie a drop shot. But it's just a cylinder weight. I keep it 18 inches from the hook itself, and you usually have I think it's Morning Dawn Robo Worm, drop shot worm on it right now, but right now I have just a green pumpkin purple drop shot worm tied onto it. I have had it, like I said, the drop shot bite has died, but it's still catching fish, so I'm still gonna have it tied on. Moving on to a bait that will absolutely always crush fish, always catch fish, an absolute outstanding bait is the good old Ned Rig. This right here, this TRD, this PB&J TRD, I've caught these in the dead heat of summer, in the spring, in the fall, and not only that, this bait lasts forever. I've had this thing on probably for 4 months, and it's still there. Haven't changed it yet. I probably need to if I go by fluke standards of, you know, changing bait after hook sets, but I haven't changed it. I probably need to change it, but I will have this bait tied on 100% of the time. If I ever take this bait off, it's going to be switching to a shaky head, because that's my other confidence bait. They kind of fish the same way in a way, so you know that's kind of, this is my designated shaky head Ned Rig. You know, I can put a drop shot on if I do, but I usually keep my shaky heads, Ned Rigs, and drop shots all on about 6'6", 6'7" medium spinning reel. I just feel like I have a lot more feeling into it. This is made by Daiwa. It's been an outstanding rod. It's the Daiwa Fuego 6'8". It's been an outstanding rod. It's really held up to the elements and to the fishing lately. So if I do switch it, like I said, if I do switch that Ned Rig, it'll either be switching color or switch it to a shaky head or a drop shot on this rod. And then that's pretty much it, guys. So the finesse stuff, I can transfer on throughout the whole day, morning, afternoon, night, no matter what. Finesse is always going to be there. Morning time, I'm going to focus on mainly top water moving baits. Try to carry those throughout the day, but going on into the evening time, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flop it, okay? Whatever I was doing in the morning time, I'm going to start switching back over to at the night time or in the afternoon time, just to try to keep that bite carrying on, throughout the day. But definitely into the nighttime, right when that sun's going down, that top water bite is going to fire back on. If it's not continued throughout the day, it's going to fire back on right when that sun's going down, starting to cool down. That top water bait is going to fire right back up, along with your finesse stuff and your moving baits. So, guys, that's pretty much it. That's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on Hartwell this weekend. It should be a great time. I'm hoping I have my GoPro back up and running come Friday. Not really sure if it is or not, but I'm going to give them the best shot. But I should catch a lot of good fish. But please, guys, go over and follow me on social media. Bulls Deep Fishing on Instagram, Bulls Deep Fishing on Facebook. A lot of cool things coming up, a lot of giveaways. Some new apparel coming out that y'all don't know about yet. Bulls Deep Fishing is officially getting branded, but not only that, guys, that's where my day-to-day stuff is happening. And if I don't have a GoPro, my minute-by-minute stuff is going up on Instagram and Facebook. So if I'm absolutely crushing them on a certain part of Hartwell that Friday morning, it's going to be popping up on Instagram immediately. So, guys, please go over and follow me there. I greatly appreciate it, guys. And let me know what y'all are catching them on right now as well. Drop a comment in the comment section below what you were catching the fish on this time of year and where you're fishing at as well. If you have any ideas of what I should be throwing, please let me know in the comment section below, guys. I really, really greatly appreciate it. If you want to see any videos on how to tie these baits, I'm already going to be doing videos on how to fish these baits, but if you want to know how to tie them all up and so on and so forth, please drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you want to see, and I will get it done. I will take care of it. Sorry, I got kind of sidetracked there, guys. But I'm going to finish up here. I'm going to finish packing up the car. I'm going to try to get out there on Lanier tomorrow. I am holding second place strong for the KBF, the last KBF State Challenge, which is October. I'm holding second right now. I need 6 more inches to get that ticket to that national championship, so I'm going to try to do that tomorrow, guys. But stay tuned. Stay classy. This weekend's going to be a blast. Please go follow me on the socials because that's where you're going to see everything, guys. Stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. Keep them tight lines. Deuces.